Okay, stand by everyone. And cue Sharon.
It's been 10 months since the murder of 16-year-old Jason Carsley, who bled to death after a senseless and unprovoked attack. It was Jason's first day at work at the Continental Cafe on the Brockfield estate. He was killed before he could pick up his first ever pay packet.
Hello, I'm Sharon Evans, and I left a career as a newsreader and journalist at the BBC, ITV and Sky News to set up a charity dedicated to helping children. My husband and I both had life-changing experiences. I nearly died in a head-on car crash on my way to the BBC studios, and Neil, a former Metropolitan Police officer, was almost killed in a riot against the Criminal Justice Bill in Park Lane. Our experiences left us wanting to make a difference in the world, and we decided to use our skills to help children. Neil retired from the police force due to his injury and used his pension to help me set up a programme that would help children learn how to value themselves and others and how to lead safer lives. It was my dream to create a really high-quality programme that could reach every child in the country. And in 2010, the programme was endorsed by the Secretary of State for Education, and the programme is also supported by the Association of Chief Police Officers and the government finance profession at the Treasury. Our passion for this work came from my own experiences of violence and sexual abuse in my childhood. I grew up in a house in Welling in Kent, and my father was very violent. My grandfather was also a paedophile. My mother had no idea that this was happening to me. My first experiences of the violence and my first memories were when I was just 2.5 and my father hit my mother in the face when she was holding me in her arms. I still remember the sound of the blood hitting the wall, and I say that because television sanitises violence and its impact on children is immense. My mother managed to escape when I was 7 years old. She knew that if she stayed that he would kill her. We went to live in Dartford in Kent, and to my joy I found that I was able to start dancing, which helped me with my self-confidence, and my dance teacher was the now famous Len Goodman.
I remember Sharon when she was a little girl coming dancing, and I've seen her now grown up, confident, and I think a lot of that is down to how she behaved as a teenager and as a young lady. Coming dancing gave her an escape from her environment and helped her to grow into the person she is today.
I created a cartoon character who would be a friend to children. Miss Dorothy Com, or Dot Com as she likes to be called, is the friend that I would have liked to have had when I was afraid and alone as a child. My dream came true when my hero and role model, Nelson Mandela, who I've admired for many years, became the first person to endorse Dot Com. We went to South Africa and met children there who also had experienced violence. Many celebrities and some newsreaders that I'd worked with helped me to raise awareness of the programme. Linda Bellingham, the actress, who was herself a victim of domestic violence, also helped me to launch the charity.
I have supported Sharon and Neil in their campaign to get the programme into the curriculum. It is really, really important that every child in this country is made to feel safe. No child should feel fear.
It was the parents of Millie Dowler who contacted me and asked me to create a resource for teenagers. They felt as parents that they'd let their daughter down when she was murdered on her way home from school, and they also felt that school had let her down by not talking to her about the issues that could affect her personal safety.
What we felt when Millie went missing, or what I felt, was that I think she must have got into a car, and what could have made her do that? And she was sensible. Why would she get in a car? And as you start to think through all the scenarios, it's actually horrible to think how that could have happened. But I just felt that perhaps teenagers should be more aware.
The Dowlers felt very much that they wanted other parents to know that you can't be with your child all the time, so it's important that they learn about values in life, both negative and positive. Promoting positive activities for children and introducing them to role models who can inspire them is an important part of our work. One of the celebrities who's become a long-term supporter of the programme is the dancer Kristina Rionov, a victim of violence when she was growing up in Russia, is one of our ambassadors. The programme was launched in 2002 by the former Prime Minister Tony Blair, and I'm pleased to say that 10 years on, his daughter Catherine is also an ambassador.
In today's world, children are surrounded by all sorts of influences. They have really quite complicated decision-making to make. judgments to make, assessments to make about the situations they find themselves in. And of course, their parents, as we all do as parents, try to instill the right values and help them do that. But I don't know whether, like me, of all the things I've ever done in my life, actually the hardest was not being Prime Minister for 10 years, but being a parent.
The experiences in my life of overcoming violence and abuse have been put into the learning programme. And I'd like to thank the many professionals, including teachers, police officers, firefighters and civil servants, who continue to try to bring this programme into the classroom. We have a proven track record in delivering an education programme which helps teachers enhance the learning of children, and it also has a significant and positive impact on children's lives.
I feel it is one of the most deserving of all causes. It should be embraced by every parent, every school and the government. Come on.